there are actually 3 sales roles that you need to replace yourself with within the business. I'll tell you what the 3 roles are.
Paul Green's
MSP Marketing
Podcast.
Here's this week's
Clever idea.
One of our goals as business owners is to hire other people to do the vast majority of the work that we do in the business so that we can spend more of our valuable time working on the business. Now that can take some time to do, and often for MSPs, one of the final roles that they end up delegating out to someone else or hiring someone in to do is sales. Because the weird thing about MSP sales is it's not really a full-time job. It's not like you can onboard 20 new clients this month, right? And in fact, even if you had an organization big enough to handle 20 new clients, wouldn't you rather have, 5 new clients, each with 100 users, than you would 20 new clients with 5 users? Of course you would. So no MSP wants to be onboarding lots and lots of clients. And the reality is, as business owners, we're just good at sales because we've got that passion, the knowledge, and the passion for it. So selling always tends to be one of the final roles that we delegate out or that we hire someone to do. Now, as you start to work more towards getting yourself out of doing stuff within the business, I think it's important for you to bear in mind that there are actually 3 sales roles that you need to replace yourself with within the business. I'll tell you what the 3 roles are. So first of all, you've got someone hitting the phones, and I'll explain what they're doing on the phones in a second. Secondly, you've got someone out doing new business, so literally going and bringing on board new clients. And then third, you've got someone doing account management. So that's retaining and looking after existing clients. Now, you yourself, you do all 3 of these roles. But someone else that you get to do them for you, very unlikely you'll get one person who's able to do all 3 roles. And I'll tell you why in a second. It's all down to human nature and the fact that we look just naturally, we look for the easiest way and the easiest route to do things. Now, when we talk about those 3 separate roles, I'm assuming that you're operating a marketing system along the lines of this. So you would have, and maybe you're doing this yourself, or maybe you're kind of skipping it and trying to shortcut it a bit, but you have someone hitting the phones to talk to your large audience of people. So everyone you're connected to on LinkedIn, everyone on your email list, all those people that you meet out at networking, these are your audiences. And one of the biggest problems with marketing is, and one of the things that makes it so slow, is that people only buy when they're ready to buy. So whoever is picking up the phone in your business, whether it's you or whether you're hiring someone to do it, all they're doing is they're ringing around people, trying to build a relationship with them and just trying to figure out when the timing is right. Because, someone's switching from one MSP to another. It's a big deal. It's a massive purchase. It's a huge thing in their head. And they're not just going to, just do it willy-nilly. They're going to have to be in the right place to do it. And so your phone person is constantly working your network. And if no one's doing this in the business, you really need someone doing it. Probably not you, because you'd be doing it already if you enjoy doing it. And very few MSPs do enjoy doing it. Back to work mum. This is a great work job for a back to work mum. 2 to 3 hours a day, 2 to 3 days a week. In fact, there we go. There's your first salesperson hired. So that's what your telephone person is doing. What they are doing is they're not doing any selling. As I say, they're building relationships, and their goal, their outcome is to book 15-minute video calls with the next person. Now, this is probably you at the moment, and this is the hardest role to replace yourself in, because this is the new business person. So this is the person who does the 15-minute video call. And of course, the real purpose of that 15-minute video call is for you to qualify them as a good prospect and to make them realize that you guys are great. And that 15-minute call, if it goes well, it'll actually be 30, 35, 40 minutes. You're talking about their favorite subject, which is their business. And then off the back of that, you arrange to meet in real life. And then you go and, of course, you have a meeting and a proposal goes in and there's a scheduled follow-up and you win a new client and you go and buy a Porsche, which is awesome. So that's the new business role, and you are going to have to get someone else to do that for you at some point, or you continue to do it in retirement or whatsoever. But it is the hardest one to do because it's not a full-time role. It's very much a part-time role, and it is difficult. sales. You salespeople who are good, who are reliable, who are consistent, are worth their weight in gold. They really are. And, maybe you'll luck out and you'll find someone who perhaps has been doing it for a while, but only just wants to drop down to, say, a couple of days a week and, do the difficult things for you, like going to networking meetings, like, chasing prospects, moving things along. It's a very difficult role. There's that third role. Remember, once we've got new clients on board, we then need someone to look after them, an account manager. Now, this is actually the easiest role to recruit for because this is the funnest role. It's fun to look after clients, to make sure they're happy, to smooth over any problems. Because actually, the earlier you smooth over a potential problem, the quicker the problem goes away. Most account management roles are fun. In fact, us as business owners, we like doing it because we take pride in seeing our customers, our clients be happy, in them seeing that we're servicing them well, that we care, that we're keeping the quality high. And this is why you probably can't put one person into all three of these roles, because account management is fun, going and getting new business is less fun, and picking up the phone to try and generate appointments for the new business person is also not fun. So you've got three different parts to a job, but two of them are not fun. It's human nature to do the things which are more fun and to do the things which feel like less like work. And I've seen people hire in people, full-time people, and say to them, MSPs, and say to them, right, half of your job is account management, half of your job is to bring in new business, off you go. And 6 months later, they are acing account management. I mean, they are truly acing it. And even when there's a bonus scheme in place that only really pays out the good money when they win new clients, they're just not winning new clients. In fact, they're not even doing the activity to win new clients because they're not motivated. And yet they can keep themselves busy at work looking after the existing clients. So I have no specific answer for you in this. Every single MSP is different. And this is the final pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. You're going to have to figure this one out for yourself. And maybe you're years away from being there. One of those is very easy to get, which is your back to work phone mom. You can get that person today. The account management role is the second easiest one to get. Just find someone that doesn't even need to be a technology person. Find someone who's great with people and let them, look after your people. Those two things are really easy to delegate or to move out to someone else. The hardest one is that new business person. It's the kind of thing that you want to just have in your head now, because maybe you've got a technician who would like to earn a ton more cash and will take on even just a day or 2 days a week, take on, new business in the future. Maybe your service desk manager, service delivery manager would do that in the future. Maybe there is someone that right now who's full-time doing new business sales for another MSP in town, who maybe they're going to some kind of semi-retirement in a few years' time and would appreciate doing that for you on a part-time basis. I think it's one of those things you've got to get in your head right now, that at some point in the future, you've got to replace yourself doing these difficult sales roles, but they're not easy roles to fill. What kind of a network can you build up? This is a bit hippie, but I do believe in this. What kind of a message can you send to the universe of something you need in the future so that the universe can move things around and put the person you need in front of you at exactly the point that you need them? I really do believe it works like that, especially when you pop it in the back of your head right now and give it a couple of years to stew.
Paul Green's
MSP Marketing
Podcast.